Human just for keeping going back to a new Phineas and Ferb review. And if you haven't saw one, go and check it out. And we're back with 2 more new Phineas and Ferb Season 5 episodes. And yeah, this is another good ones. And yeah, the first one of this review starts with the news guy just all sweaty because of how hot it is. And be on the lookout for this mugger that steals Mutter's umbrellas. Yeah, that steals umbrellas, okay? And then some people mentioning of how there's an asteroid coming. And yeah, we see an asteroid that is coming. And Phineas is about to reveal what Buford is thinking that about this like hot tub thing that he been wanting, but no, it's something else. And it's actually really cool though. It's like one of those old picture things. Like, it's really cool. And yeah, Candace is of course being obsessive as always. Trip Phineas and Ferb, and Perry's trying to activate the way to get into the headquarters, but has to take the other way and into monograms, or into the lair, and telling Perry about Doofenshmirtz. And yeah, apparently Carl just plugged a hairdryer into the outlet, which we see his hair, and showing that different things are sideways, and there is a mailbox, but now it's back up, and saying that this must be Doofenshmirtz's doing of everything being sideways. And yeah, Perry is like, or just storming in, and he's like, whoa, because apparently Perry's got an appointment, or he's got something that he needs to do. So that's why he's trying to rush in to go ahead and do it. And yeah, he shows his inator, which will turn anything sideways. And yeah, Perry keeps looking at his watch when Doofenshmirtz is explaining. And yeah, it lasers and makes the creation roll. And yeah, everybody's just walking away. And yeah, we get this funny song as well. Yeah, this funny song with the invention just doing all these different things. Like, yeah, the song just all about that. And yeah, Candace is on the phone with her mom, and of course Candace is just saying of what kind of chores that she needed to do, of a reminder. And then yeah, the mugger takes Linda's umbrella, and yeah, manages the thing that Phineas and Ferb managed to capture the bad guy. And yeah, the police officers are on the case of trying to find the mugger. And yeah, they immediately catch him. Like, Phineas and Ferb's invention just comes rolling and getting the mugger to the policeman. And then we see all these Buford's family that are arguing about cutting this tree of when to. And then yeah, the invention comes, which yeah, after they had some fun on it, they cut the tree and it ends up making it roll away again. And then it just keeps cutting to this asteroid or meteor that is coming. And yeah, the creation is still rolling, and it falls in love basically with this Ferris wheel. Yeah. And then we see this boat that's lost its engine thing, and yeah, the creation ends up making it be able to go, and yeah, it explodes. An explosion happens, and yeah, Perry is fighting Doofenshmirtz and still looking at his watch, and yeah, making the laser suit upwards, causing part of Doofenshmirtz's headquarters to go sideways, and yeah, just going upside down, and yeah, making the whole room upside down. Now he's not able to do the inator, and yeah, Perry just leaves, and he's like, what am I gonna do for the rest of the day? And yeah, Candace has to give Perry a bath. That's why he was so in a hurry, because Candace had to give him a bath. And yeah, the meteor is still coming down, and we see Linda coming over to the police officer, and yeah, sees that they caught the bad guy, and apparently it's the news guy. Yeah, because he was complaining about being hot. Yeah, being hot in the sun. Like, no reason to steal people's umbrellas. And then we get another, with those two people. Like, see this giant dough, and what is it going to roll it? And yeah, the thing that Phineas and Ferb made managed to roll the big piece of dough. And yeah, managed to go along with these bikers. Like, yeah, this is just weird, I can just say. It doing these different activities with the biker. And yeah, them crying when it's leaving. Like, okay. And Doofenshmirtz and Norm trying to hit or get the Inator. And yeah, making this playground tilt, or this park tilt. And yeah, the invention is almost getting to the Ferris wheel until, yeah, it starts rolling again. And then we see the meteor almost crashing down. And again, the thing is rolling. And they end up colliding with each other and end up going into the air. And Ferb was wondering if they heard something. Or Phineas, they're like if they heard something. And yeah, we see this spaceship and this alligator astronaut going on to this planet, and yeah, the meteor is coming towards it. And yeah, the invention is freezing, but then we see this, I don't know what to call it. It's like, it is not your time, and launches it back into Earth. And yeah, it crashes into Doofenshmirtz's place. And it goes back into the Ferris wheel. And yeah, Phineas and the gang are having fun on like the Ferris wheels, and yeah, they see these 3 little rides, which, how did they get there? I want to know. Yeah, another good one. And then we go to the next one, which is another good one, and it starts with Buford talking about the soap. Yeah, and Phineas and Ferb making this soap that they can actually go into, and using this plastic Phineas. And then, yeah, Isabella's like, I'm going to take that for when it's my wedding day. Yeah, Sia's going ahead. Isabella is going ahead. Like, yeah, I'm going to take that little Phineas in a tuxedo for my wedding day. And yeah, they're saying what Lawrence is doing. And yeah, he's trying to do his book self. Trying to get a book self. And yeah, Phineas and Ferb decide of helping their dad and wondering of where Perry is. And yeah, he goes into this ball, which, yeah, we see this little pinball kind of game with Doofenshmirtz, which is pretty funny. And he's got a new high score, which apparently beaten Carl's record. And after telling him about Doofenshmirtz, and yeah, Carl is like, I'm going back in to try to do the record. And yeah, Lawrence is trying to find what he was having to look for. And yeah, finding these different things, like a portrait of him about to kick an orange, and just some other things. And we see the blueprints of this bookshelf, this incredible looking bookshelf creation that they're going to be making for their dad. And yeah, we see them get to work onto building the bookshelf, which this is going to be an impressive bookshelf, I can just say. And yeah, Candace still watching them and seeing this hypnosis book and trying to hypnose Linda, but of course he's not falling for it. And yeah, Candace just walking away very creepily. And yeah, Perry getting trapped in gum that Doofenshmirtz has been chewing. Yeah, even Perry is disgusted. Yeah, that's why he's got that bandage around his mouth, because he's been chewing all that gum. Like, ugh, that is gross. Yeah, even Perry thinks that's gross. Like, yeah, he's literally in chewed bubblegum. And selling this Inator, which will turn plants and things into him. Or have his face on it. And yeah, putting on this garden outfit uniform and showing this flashback of him being made fun of like with photosynthesis and stuff. And yeah, shooting at these plants, and it shows his face. And Perry ends up blowing this gum, which yeah, it was already chewed by the way, which is gross. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz gets covered and tries to shoot Perry and makes all these different plants come, and yeah, they're biting Doofenshmirtz, and now Doofenshmirtz is in trouble too, because yeah, they're going after Perry and Doofenshmirtz. And yeah, we get another musical montage of Phineas and the gang just with the bookshelves, and yeah, this is very funny and a really cool bookshelf, I could just say. And yeah, Candace just still trying to get her mom, saying don't go outside, you know, trying to use reverse psychology, but it's not working. Then they find their dad and find this caveman man and shows them, and he's impressed again. Whenever Lawrence says it, because remember on the Phineas and Ferb gets busted episode, right? Remember that one where it's like, oh my word, that is impressive, right? Showing the thing that the elevator to the, you know, the elevator that they made, right? Remember in that episode, he was like, man, that is impressive. But when if Linda would, even though that was all a dream, of course, we all know that was a dream, but it pretty much gives us an idea that Lawrence says it in a different way, like he's impressed, but if Linda says it, then yeah, she's gonna freak out and panic. But yeah, he's impressed with it, and he says that he's gonna go and get Linda. And yeah, they're just being attacked by the plants, and yeah, they're just eating everything, and they have to get to the self-destruct button, which, yeah, swinging across and punching Doofenshmirtz, which, yeah, he says he deserved it. And, yeah, then it hits in the backyard, and, yeah, our Baljeet is saying, don't they look familiar? And Buford obviously doesn't remember, and he's like, doesn't look familiar. And, yeah, they start eating the bookshelves and the whole thing. And, yeah, they're all fighting back with books, which is very funny. And swords as well. And Buford even mentioning before, like, what if they were actually fighting plant-like creatures with books? And there actually are. And, yeah, they're just going crazy, attacking all of them. And making the whole thing crumble, too. And Candace is trying to get her mom to come outside, and Lawrence comes saying that you have to come outside, and she comes out, and she's like, oh, fine, listen to him. And yeah, they're just going out of control. These plants are going out of control, and yeah, just squishing them and just continuing to fight back and defend themselves. And yeah, hits the self-destruct button, and all the plants die, and Doofenshmirtz ends up flying, and the same kids, I'm guessing, are still taunting Doofenshmirtz. And yeah, they see the bookshelf, which, yeah, looks pretty good. And of course, Linda's like, I can't wait for you to have kids of your own, Candace. And of course, their dad still loves it. And yeah, found the tool that he was finding. And yeah, Candace comes over to them and says, oh, there you are, Perry, and makes Phineas to spin around in the air, and he's like, you guys are so weird. Yeah, another good episodes. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you next one.